Back again one more time for another delightful video. We got some weird things happening in the world, very weird things happening in the Wiccan community, so I'm going to go into that shortly. But firstly, Venus is currently square with Saturn. We got relationship tech glitches coming up for you. Jupiter is entering into retrograde, bit of amplification of the truth apparently. We could use some of that in this world. And there's solar flare activity disrupting digital protections. Now, on the subject of truth amplification, you want to get yourself a copy of this from lulu.com, The Grimoire and the Herbal by Nick Dutch, where there's also many other great titles by Nick Dutch available out there for your education and contemplation and all the rest of that stuff. So get that, check that out, and all will be well. So, top weird trends at the moment. There's many more reports of deceased contacts messaging people through Instagram and Twitter apparently at the moment, and there are also TikTok comment ghost reports, because there's comment sections on Twitter as well, and so on TikTok as well, and so there's like reports from, you know, tweet comments from dead people appearing on TikTok. There are divination apps, including AI tarot apps, which are sharing readings across devices, and this is creating all kinds of shockwaves in terms of digital security. Some AI tarot apps have been predicting exact death dates and also showing identical futures for all users. There's many more demon Wi-Fi stories, including occult symbols appearing on people's navigation maps on their phones and on their GPSs, and bandwidth spikes at 3 AM, and also devices renaming to infernal titles. So like, you know, I know your router calling itself Lucifer or something, you know, weird. Right. One major ISP has been accused of a Hellgate bandwidth and letting the devil into the world through their broadband, and this is what's going to be really, really cool. This is the story of the day. Alright, Wiccans are doing a spellcasting revolution. Modern covens are developing bandwidth blessing rituals and sigils engraved on routers and router guards with sigils on them, and 5G protection crystal grids. So you can, so on one side of things, right, if you're a Christian and you're worried about the devil getting into your house, you can buy a router guard with a cross on it. And if you're a pagan worried about demons coming into your house, you can do spells on your router. There is also the Great Firewall spell, a mass ritual performed during the last full moon, and participants are chanting at routers nationwide, resulted in a 0.3% ISP outage. Was that a coincidence? Oh. Then there's Ethernet enchantments based upon CAT6 cables sold on Etsy. Claims of faster speeds and demon protection. You can buy cables on Etsy which protect you from demons. There's also Wi-Fi ward protection kits containing obsidian router charms, digital sage smudge sticks in USB formats, and printable demon banishing QR codes. This is where it gets really complicated, because you got some stuff there which has a certain genuine component, and then you've got a certain level whereby it's moving into superstition. Now, there are people in the radionics community who even would use QR codes to symbolize things, and then would use that within their meditations and on their radionic machines to try and send an intention. So there is an aspect of the genuine moving into the fictional, just like with like conspiracy theories. You had people like Alex Jones in the day coming out with a few factual things and then smearing it with loads of like unfactual things, so eventually you get confused. And I think people are getting confused between the superstitious and the actual when it comes to any form of like serious investigation. So I mean, the idea of like you know, selling QR codes because they can dispel demons, I think is a bit over the top and a bit hilarious and a bit wrong. But either way,